is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Rebels! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. Breaks into the open.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. At the 35, he's loose. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. You know they love their trap at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Inside, it's Lacy. First guy never seems to get him as he finds his way out to the 19.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to it. He's past the 30. Could be an alley. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. He is in. Touchdown, Rebels.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
With the catch, it's Davison. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up.
Caught, and he's got room. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. You got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Throwing more. Fires to the wideout. Looking to get it in.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
Big fella moving. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense cashing it in on that drive. The extra point here would tie the game.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive. There he goes! He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
Run in the red zone, it's Frazier. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you talk about wasting no time. That's what this offense just did. First play, explosive play. Second play, ready to rock and roll. 2-play drive. It's exactly what they drew up over there on the sidelines, Palmer.
And they did a great job at getting down to the goal line and getting set quick to go run that play, right? After the long play, the call came in, everybody got lined up. They were wasting no time. Defense completely on their heels. They don't know what just hit them.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to end. Ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Got it in the middle, it's Bear. Moves it out to the 34-yard line, a nice 15-yard gain on that one.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Flag 14. Flag 14. Q. Hey, move. Let it go.
On the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag, you get the catch.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He wants to change this route. 4th down, Moore. Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Moore pulls it in. It's Johnson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Dante Moore. It's complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Flips it out on the screen. Bulldozes his way through. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. That was an entertaining first quarter. Fireworks all over the place, as will be indicated in our first quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Reads it, fires complete. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Ready to send the offense onto the field. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Grab behind the line. It's Gill. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Got it across the 35 to the 36, but the defense knew that line to defend, and they force a 4th down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started.
They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got him downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds them, and he gets the first down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Finding some room. Got enough space. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Fielded in the end zone. It's Baird. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Here's more to throw. Fires it incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Moore to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Fights off a defender. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing more. He fires to the left side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Snags it, and he's open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Rebels peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Got room to work. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Rebels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. The short hands, it's Haas. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another score. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Moore. Under fire. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force...
Makes a grab and room to run. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Ducks are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dante Moore. Powers through the defender. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. It's complete on the right side. Corralled and brought down by the defense. This will likely be the last play of the half. Moore will throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. This is now a 7-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Tennessee taking on the number 22 team, the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Volunteers who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the ACC.
On the option. Now the pitch. Oh, better look out. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pickup of 5 to the 19.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitchman in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. Running inside, it's Lacey. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open, and as a result, it's an incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. They go to the wide receiver screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Here's Moore to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Moore to the air. Fires left. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. Throwing more. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, breaks into the open. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They're going to ride this running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Rebels will punt this one away. He'll take it on the return. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30, at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field, uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect him. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rebels offense is back on the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The play action fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Lacy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting out the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Moore. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. Touchdown Ducks! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Nice move there. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and they absolutely had to have it there. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it, and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me think a little bit more, but dude, I'm going for this. I work on this every single week in practice. I know I get the extra down now, so my third down calls are even different. But 4th and 2, I like the aggressiveness to go get it.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The run inside. It's Lacy. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Rush is on him. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running inside. It's Lacy. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is...
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rebels. The Rebels surge back on top.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with exactly where you want to be in this one. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Hooks. There he goes! Smashes through the tackle. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. The RPO, it's complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, and it's 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field to score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that throw.
Off the RPO, complete. Shakes off the defender. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The Ducks signal for their 1st timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Just feeds the running back.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. No need to take that penalty. It will be 4th and long. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's gone! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
How about the kicker coming through in a must-have moment? They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ballgame. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing him. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. The run inside. It's Lacy, able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. And the 45 on his way. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.